Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. My name is Zamanullah Sand. I facilitate virtual programs and teacher development webinars. Teacher development webinars is a social action project to support teachers and educators around the world. It's professional development opportunities. It is an initiative using the rise in online professional development to connect people from around the world with opportunities which they may not have had due to the old normal of face-to-face conferences. And for this orientation session about a teaching excellence and achievement program T, we are joined with Dua Mujib. She is a program officer teaching excellence and achievement program at Vision Building Future. And we have also Abdul Samad. He's a young fellow at Vision Building Future, newly addition to a VPF team, and he's working as RSM officer for Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program TEA. So we are happy to have you, Dua and Abdul Samad. Welcome to Teacher Development Webinars, and over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Amandla, for having us. So let me share my screen. All right, so let me introduce myself to you. As Amanullah has already introduced me, so this is me, Abdul Samad, Recruitment Selection and Matriculation Officer at Vision Building for TEA program 2023. I must say this is the great program for the teachers, for English language teachers, particularly to enhance their language skills and a lot more professional development. So let me start the presentation officially. So Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program 2023. We have been doing this program beforehand as well, and many teachers got benefited from this program all over Pakistan. Now, let's start with what is TEA program, right? So this is basically in service Pakistani secondary school teachers program. Those who are teaching to secondary level, 6th to 10th grade, and teaching to government and foundation schools. Foundation schools refers to those schools who are run by welfare or organizations or run through funds. And this is for them for 6 weeks long, the professional development program, which emphasizes on their language proficiency and how to teach language more, in a very smooth manner. Also, not only on these domains, but service learning and how to enhance community service within the students. So these are domains they all have been enhanced in this 6-week program. So this program is fully sponsored by Regional English Language Office at the US Embassy Islamabad, and the teachers are taken to the United States on their academic exchange program for further development experience. Now, what is Regional English Language Office? So Regional Language Office is a partner for this program, and this program is fully funded by RELO, and which is a part of public affairs at the United Embassy Islamabad. So this program, not only enhances, as I said earlier as well, that it also enhances personal development too. And Vision Building for Future, which is the implementing partner within this program, who helps to make this the process smoothly, starting with the applications, then facilitating a candidate applicant for the application, and then selecting them in the process with Relo, and then sending them to the US, and then getting in touch with all the pre-departure orientation and all things. So Vision Building and implementing partner and main source for implementing this program smoothly. Then we have University of Nebraska, Omaha. So this university in which the participants will be going for their academic program, where they will be having their professional development, as well as where they will be having, interaction with the people all around the world who will be coming for this program. A lot of alumni, they usually say that this program helped in, professional development, but also helped to build a connection all over the world, because, when they meet people from different background, they have different exposure to, they expose themselves with different diversified culture, religion, and they get the information, vast information all over the world. So This is a secondary, but I must say that most important part of this program. Now, the question which is being asked frequently, and we have been trying to, convey this to different people. What is the provision of this fellowship program? What does TEA program offers? Does it require any, partition from the applicants or not? So these are the things which is being offered in this TEA program, and then which includes J1 visa support, pre-departure orientation held in Pakistan, and which will be held by, which will be supported by vision building, and they will be organizing the thing. So in pre-departure orientation, they will be guided that what are the things they need to be, making sure before going to US for this scholarship program. Round trip airfare and travel within the US, and a welcome workshop at the University of Nebraska, tuition program fees, housing, that they don't have to worry about the accommodation. It will be all sponsored by US Embassy Islamabad, along with the accident and sickness medical coverage, transportation, and then a trip to Washington, as like in the last week they will be going for a trip, and a re-entry seminar in Pakistan, and also in addition, a support for alumni small grant. Now, what is that particularly? So, these all scholarship program and these all exchange program means, why does it exchange program? Because you learn something from their community, and then you come here again in Pakistan and you serve whatever you have learned to the different people, to the fellow teachers, to the students you are interacting with. So it's both sides, it's not one-sided. You have to be making sure that you benefit the other people as well who didn't get this opportunity, because only 100 people will be going for this opportunity. So you need to make sure, after coming back, to serve your community as well, that the prior need of this program, right? So for making that procedure smoothly, this program will be giving you benefit to have grants so that you can implement many things. And then you can see different posts of alumni of the program previously. They have been doing great work with this, and then many teachers have been benefited from this grant thing as well. Now, again, very important thing, what do I need to know before applying? So these are the essential things that you need to know. As I mentioned earlier as well, this is for those teachers who are working full-time as a secondary level teacher in a government and foundation school, not working at any private school, and then it can be semi-government too, and they should have at least 3 years of classroom experience in English language teaching, not less than 3. It can be more than 3. Be citizen, current residents of Pakistan, hold at least a bachelor's degree in English or equivalent. So let me explain what do we mean by this bachelor's degree. So you complete your matriculation, then intermediate, then after that if you complete BA. So there should be BA plus 2 years of master's, MA, or maybe 4 years of MS, BS. So it should be the combination of 16 years of education, not less than that. So those who have 16 years of education, they can apply for this program. They should have strong English language skills. That I think I should not explain this in detail, because this is for English language teachers. So English language teachers are the ones who create change in someone's language skills. So they should be good with language skills themselves too. Demonstrate to continue a commitment to continue teaching in Pakistan for at least 5 years. This is, I think that this should be in default intimation and default understanding of a person who is applying, that if you're going and developing something, you must you must try to empower other as well. It's not that you learn something and you keep it to yourself, because that's not a part of learning. You should share as well with the other people. So after completing this program, you should come back to Pakistan. You should serve the community, because not all the teachers can go to America, right? And not all the teachers can go for this exchange program. So those who are going, the lucky ones, have to transform to others as well. And last point, this is that principals and teachers, yes, this question has been raised by a lot of people on Facebook and all, which we have been trying to communicate to. So principals and teachers, teacher trainer, they are eligible to apply, but they should be teaching to secondary level English teachers. This is the mandatory thing. Like, it's not that they are only the part of the administration, and then they are not directly connected with the students in terms of as a teacher, so they cannot apply, unfortunately. So you must be teaching to secondary level students. So mandatory documents. So PDF is not mandatory, but we prefer that you should be scanning the document in the way that it can be readable. It is very clear and can be seen easily. So a passport or CNIC. If someone doesn't have a passport, it does not carry a passport while they're applying, it's okay. Okay, you just directly can click no at the passport option when you're applying in the online application, and then you can just put your CNIC number over there. Bachelor's degree in transcript, it's not or. So both of the things are necessary. But for instance, if you have applied for bachelor's degree and if you're not having the bachelor's degree right now, so what you can do is that you must have something, a letter or maybe a slip or maybe an evidence that shows that you have applied for the bachelor's degree along with the transcript. So these both documents should be uploaded. Service letter for government teachers only. Now, service letter, what do we mean by service letter is that a document that shows your appointment date and the date since you like it should clarify that you are still serving in that department. Okay, a template has been shared on our website, how to navigate the service letter. It's also shared on our Facebook page, so it is shown that how to navigate that. It's directly on the top of the application. You can download, and then on the letterhead you can print that and then just sign it from the head of the department. ISRF form, institution support and reference form. The template is again on the website. Now, what is ISRF form? It's basically institute support. Something from the template has been shared, so the pointers are mentioned over there. You just need to print it out, get filled it by a head school or principal. Okay, and then you need to get signed from them, and then you need to scan it again and then upload it. One question that has been raised beforehand, and I would like to answer that, that for example, if the applicant is himself or herself is a head principal or head of the school, in that scenario, they must be working under supervision of anyone. So they need to consult with them, and then they need to get signed from them. They are not eligible to get their sign on the form, and they cannot fulfill the form themselves. So they need to get signed from their supervisor. 4 simple steps, but yet sometimes challenging. So we must understand that. So you just need to go to www.tea.org.pk. You need to create an account. Do not log in first. You need to create an account and then try to log in, fill the required information and upload the documents, and then submit it. This is the website. Okay. Once you go to the website, this is the first thing you will be having in front of you. This is the login page. You can see that here we have create account on the right side, top right side. So you need to first create an account and make sure that you try to manage the email and password in a way that you do not forget it. Okay, so that you can just log in and then that's how you create your account. It's very simple, just 4 to 5 things that are required. And this is how the application form looks like. So it's for personal information, the first page, your normal information. So here you can see in the passport side, you can just click on no, and then you can go with the CNIC number. Academic details. See, we do not require your complete academic details from metric to BS. The priority for us is to have the latest degree, but the BS degree or bachelor's degree, right? We do not need your intermediate, or we do not need your matriculation degree. So it's fine if you just upload that one along with the transcript, right? The degree and transcript. Then the employment history. then professional development, if you have any professional development, or if you have been a part of any program, maybe any MOOC or maybe any other program, any sort of program that shows that you have been involved in that program. Let me make sure that this is not the mandatory thing, or some of the people think that maybe they do not have this professional development, but they will not be given the priority. No, it's not like that. Okay, so it's fine if you have not been to any other program, but you can mention here as well. That will be beneficial for you. Language and travel details, and then personal statement, most important part of your application. Now see, the people who are applying for this program, they are English language teachers, and they have been helping their students and motivating their students to explain themselves in a very appropriate manner. So this is your opportunity to explain yourself in an appropriate manner. So what you need to do is just read the guidelines which are mentioned over here in the personal statement, and then just make a draft and then upload it. Okay, that's very simple, I believe. As an English language teacher, you must not be facing any difficulty while writing a personal statement, because we always motivate our students to do so. So personal statement that shows your skills or any volunteer work, community engagement work, your goals as an English language teacher specifically, because you are going for a scholarship that focus on English language teaching. So in your application, that particular specification for English language program teaching and everything, it should be mentioned more rather than any other interest. So that's a tip I give you. What makes you a suitable candidate for this fellowship? So if you were at our place, if you were at the place of selection committee, what would you see in a candidate? And situational question, where the situation is giving, and then we need to see that your critical thinking, how do you cater a situation in the scenario. Privacy statement, and that's it. Okay, your application will be completed. That's very simple. What I suggest you that keep all the documents scanned beforehand so that you do not face any difficulty with the proper names. So it will be good for you to navigate that, and prepare the personal statement in the document and then copy paste it, so you will not face any difficulty as so much. So these FAQs have been shared on our Facebook page. You can go through it. It's very simple. So that's it from my side. Now we are open for question and answers. If you have any question, you can ask. We will try our level best to answer the Facebook Live questions as well. So write down the question in the chat box, or I would request you to write down in the chat box, and then on the Facebook Live comments as well, and then we will try to reply both of the questions.
Thank you so much, Samad, for this wonderful presentation about Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program, TEA-2023. And now we are open for questions. If you have any questions, you can ask them, you can write in the chat, or also you can raise the hand and I'll try to unmute you. So, yes. So, we had some questions submitted beforehand, and one of them was that, are we able to save the progress in this application? Or we are supposed to do it in one sitting?
Amanla, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
So the question was that, can you save your progress, right?
Yep.
So progress is automatically saved. You don't need to fill the application in one go. आप उसको steps में कर सकते हैं, and then whenever you log in again, it will be saved. But still, I always suggest कि आपके जैसे ऐसे questions हैं, you keep them saved in a separate document, because they would need revisions and all. It's the most important step, as Mr. Samad has already mentioned. So you do need to have that saved separately, but otherwise everything should be saved. You do need a stable internet connection for the application and strong signals. If you are still receiving some problems, आपका application process online portal पे smoothly अगर run नहीं कर रहा, we would suggest कि आप दूसरा कोई browser try करें या फिर कोई दूसरी device try करें, because we are receiving plenty of applications, which is good. So there's nothing wrong with the portal, but sometimes due to issues, technical issues on your end or applicant's end, there might be some glitches, but don't be disheartened. just keep trying from another device and it will be sorted. I will go through a few of the questions in the chat box, and then later on, Samad can maybe address the question from the Facebook chat. All right. Okay, so first one is that can we apply if we are a government teacher or not? So as per the eligibility criteria, you need to be a full-time teacher teaching English subjects to any grade between 6th to 10th grade. And you should be preferably be from government department or semi-government department or foundation school. Foundation schools are those schools that are charity or fund based schools जो अपने students से fees नहीं लेते, trust schools जो होते हैं उनको foundation schools कहते हैं. तो अगर आप government teacher हैं तो you are eligible, but 6th से 10th grade को English आप पढ़ाते हो. I was unable to upload service and experience letter in previous employment section. All right. Wherever it was required, वहाँ पे हमने वो एक stars इसको asterisks कहते हैं, वो हमने add किया हुआ है अपनी application में. So those are the required documents. If you don't upload those documents, you can't move ahead in the application. But otherwise, if they're optional documents और अगर आप वो नहीं लगा सके उधर तो it is okay, it's fine. And we would also suggest कि आप last time when you are going through your application, then you again upload everything. So अगर किसी को back करने में issue हो रहा है और उनको feel हो रहा है कि attachments remove हो गई हैं, तो वो फिर बार-बार back ना करें. आप एक दफा सारी अपनी application fill कर लें, and the last time when you are about to submit, properly उस time पे अपने सारे uploads आप करते जाएं. You click on the next, and then you submit. This is what we would suggest. All right. A secondary school English teacher in government school or foundation school, both are eligible. Someone has already mentioned that principals and teacher trainers or administrators are only eligible if they're also teaching 6th to 10th grade English in government, semi-government or foundation school. अगर आप 7 classes नहीं ले रहे हैं, जो specified classes हैं, तो फिर आप eligible हैं. If you had 2 degrees, if you have sorry, one second, please. All right, some other questions. If you have multiple degrees, that's fine. You can upload multiple degrees. We would suggest कि bachelor's की जो required degree है उस पे आप focus करें, and then other degrees after that. But matriculation, FA, FSC, then you can leave also. Private teachers are not eligible. This program is not for private teachers. And just trainers cannot apply. A private अगर आप पढ़ा रहे हैं तो भी आप apply नहीं कर सकते. After submitting the application, you cannot make any changes or any editing. You can't do. So Samad, these were all the questions that we had. You can maybe.
All right, so we have a question on Facebook live chat. So is an NOC from department is mandatory? No, not right now. We do not require any NOC right now. So we just need ISRF form, and if you're a government teacher, ISRF form plus service letter. Can he did? If he Mahmoud, if he has already submitted, okay, so your question has been answered from there. But if for example someone has submitted the form and then uploading the wrong document or wrong attachment, so unfortunately they need to apply again.
Yeah, so this is a question, which was also asked privately that someone has uploaded wrong document.
So the chat box here and on Facebook is open for the questions. So if you have any question, you can ask. Siraj, the exact date, it's not announced yet, but it will take months, a few months, but you will be informed if you are shortlisted for the interview.
Do you have any comments on Facebook Live?
So the one question is, are we supposed to upload all the PDF documents, or it is, we can support and, upload them in JPEG or, picture format too?
So you can upload documents in any format. They don't necessarily have to be PDF. They can be JPEG or doc form or Word form also. Sometimes we are also getting this question कि ISRA forms के 3 different pages हैं, CNIC front or back है, तो हम वहाँ एक ही document attach कर सकते हैं. So for these questions, the answer is that what you can do is कि आप online कोई भी free tools available हैं, उसमें उन different files को merge कर दें. जैसे ISRF का page 1, 2, 3 merge करके एक डॉक्यूमेंट बना दे. इसी तरह से जो आपका CNIC है उस पर भी आप उसको मर्ज करके एक डॉक्यूमेंट या फाइल बना के अपलोड कर सकते हैं. So because there is space for one document. And those who joined late, you can watch the live will be available on TD webinars page also. You can watch it later on, go through everything, because we have already explained the application process, eligibility criteria, documents that are required, and we've also answered some questions. इसके अलावा हमारे अपने vision building future की Facebook page पे different live हम और different orientation sessions और live हम करते हैं, वहाँ पे भी available हैं videos. You can check the website of TEA, www.tea.org.pk. It's on the screen right now. वहाँ पे आप जाके access कर सकते हैं, information about how to apply and everything is there. Inshallah, you won't have any trouble, but still, if you do, there is a dedicated phone number that is answering queries related to the TEA program from Monday to Friday, 10 to 5 p.m. in the working hours. If there is any mistake in your application, अगर आपने अपनी application submit नहीं की है, so you can make changes in that application. लेकिन अगर आपने submit कर दी है और आपसे कोई document रह गया है या गलत document attach हो गया है या कोई मिस हो गई है चीज, तो फिर आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते उसमें. ठीक है, फिर आपको दोबारा से एप्लीकेशन के लिए क्रिएट करनी पड़ेगी आईडी और दोबारा से अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. सर्विस लेटर पे आई थिंक वी हैव अ क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज service letter. We would prefer, and this is something that I already mentioned in my Facebook live as well, we would prefer कि अगर आपके DEO या डिप्टी DEO साइन करके इशू करें आपका सर्विस लेटर, because you have been appointed by the education department, right? But in some cases we got this query and this concern कि हमारा service letter हमारे principal या head issue करते हैं. So in those cases it could be signed or issued by your principal, but we would strongly prefer it कि अगर आपके DEO और जो additional DEO हैं वो issue करें आपको service letter. Template हमारी website पे available है, उसको easily आप download कर सकते हैं, fill up करके आप upload कर दें जहाँ पे उन्होंने मांगी है. अगर आप ऑलरेडी सर्विस लेटर फिल कर चुके हैं अपना और वो टेम्पलेट आपने नहीं देखी, तो जो सर्विस लेटर आपने अटैच किया है वहां पे आप उसको चेक कर लें. अगर वो सारी रिक्वायर्ड इन्फॉर्मेशन विच इज बेसिकली योर डेजिग्नेशन स्केल या ग्रेड होता है, उसमें हमें रिक्वायर्ड अपॉइंटमेंट डेट रिक्वायर्ड होती है और करंट डेट में इशू हुआ हो विद द साइन ऑफ DEO और प्रिंसिपल एंड द लेटर हेड. अगर वो सारी चीजें हैं तो दैट्स फाइन विद अस.
All right, so one question is that can I apply if I have less than 2 years? No, at least here 3 years experience is required, and the deadline of this application is 23rd February.
And there is another question I have. I do not have masters in English. Am I eligible for the program?
All right, so I think Amala, these were the questions that we had, and because we're going through the chat also.
Yes, so there is another question. It says, that the candidate is not MA in English. So are they apply? Can they apply?
They can apply. We don't require. We will prefer English graduates or people who have a degree in education. Because this program is targeted towards English teachers. But even if you have a degree in any other subject, you can still apply for the program, because we do have teachers in different areas serving in Pakistan जिनके पास English की degree नहीं होती लेकिन वो full time English पढ़ा रहे होते हैं. So we do need English teachers, full time English teachers जो 6 से 10 grade को पढ़ा रहे हैं. हमने specify किया हुआ है government, semi government और foundation schools को. But still those teachers who are not, still those teachers who don't have a degree in English can apply. So the degree requirement is not specific to a subject, but it is specific to number of years, जिसमें हम कहते हैं कि bachelor's हमें required है. तो यहाँ पे ये बात आ जाती है कि some people are confused that is bachelor's 14 years education or 16 years education. So we go as per international standards, bachelor's is 16 years education. This is also verified by my team and I multiple times, but BS की डिग्री हो FAFC के बाद इंटर के बाद या BA MA कॉम्बिनेशन हो तब एलिजिबिलिटी है.
So that's good. Another question is there any age limit or age criteria for the program?
Age limit is none as such, because we have mentioned that people who have at least 2 to 5 years of service remaining, we would prefer those, but हमने कोई specify नहीं की age limit इसके लिए. So they, that is not an issue. So everyone can apply, but obviously bachelor's किया हो उनने और 3 years का experience हो English teaching का उनका, that experience could be in private schools or college, university. हमने previous experience या past experience को भी specify नहीं किया हुआ, but current के लिए we have set a criteria. और इसी तरह once they return from their tea exchange program back to Pakistan, we want कि उनकी कुछ सर्विस रहती हो ताकि आके वो अपनी एजुकेशन learning को share कर सकें अपनी community में. So that is the only criteria in regards to age and service.
That's wonderful. And one of the participants said, I am not able to upload my professional development certificates. When I move to next session, it disappears. So yes.
All right. I already answered that. Once you upload certificates and then you move on, they are there. Because अगर आप back करते हैं और फिर दोबारा आगे जाते हैं, अगर वहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं होगा ना तो आप आगे नहीं जा सकते. The application is created as such that all required information and mandatory documents, once you add that, then you can only move forward. अगर वो चीज वहाँ से हट गई है या वहाँ पे नहीं है तो आप आगे move forward ही नहीं कर सकते. So maybe it's just this confusion कि उनको लगता है कि चीज नहीं है but वो होती है. But just to be safe, this is what I suggested. कि जब आप एक दफा सारी एप्लीकेशन फिल कर लें और obviously you will revise, you will start from first step और लास्ट टाइम सबमिट करने से पहले आप दोबारा हर पेज पे जाके देखेंगे कि हर चीज सही है कि नहीं. उस टाइम आप दोबारा अपलोड करते हैं सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स और फिर बैक ना करें ना, फिर सबमिट करते हैं टू बी श्योर. बट वो होते हैं उधर, डॉक्यूमेंट्स कहीं नहीं जाते आपके. बट टू बी सेफ, इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू बी सेफ. यू कैन ऑलवेज in the last run through when you are submitting, before that you can reattach everything.
Tahir Rasool Tariq from Arif Wala, and he says, what will be the shortlisting criteria? This question I also want to know.
You also want to know. Shortlisting criteria, basically we have a very comprehensive screening process, right? So what we do is, once we receive the applications, we check the basic eligibility that has already been shared by Mr. Samad, जो हमारी eligibility criteria है उसके against, right? And then we go through the person. This is the most important thing. Obviously, we are selecting teachers that are going to be teaching English, and we do want them to be at a certain standard, certain level of language or linguistic ability. So that we judge. उसके लिए जो requirements हैं वो हमने already उस section में mention की हुई हैं कि what do we want from your answer. So make sure that you work on that part very well and thoroughly. Once you go through the application screening, because it's purely on merit basis, we are not going to give any preferential treatment to anyone. So it's all on merit. So once that is done, then we go for telephonic interviews. That also helps us screen out applicants. Then we have background checks. Then the last stage is face-to-face interviews, जिसमें virtual interviews भी होते हैं और in-person भी होते हैं, depends. So this is the screening process and selection process that we have. I think in the chat box we have one question regarding the service letter. It's something that even though template हमारी website पे available है, ISRF की भी और service letter की भी. ISRF is supposed to be filled by all participants, regardless कि आप foundation school के हो कि government school, right? And it's going to be filled by the principal or head of the school. Service letter को हमने इसलिए रखा है, that is for government teachers only, and that's different from experience letter in the sense कि हमें आपकी joining date चाहिए, designation किस scale पे आपको appoint किया गया था कब, ठीक है ना, issued by the appointing authority, जो mostly DEOs होते हैं, but in very few cases principals are also authorized to issue a service letter. So it depends कि आपके region में क्या practice follow हो रही है, but this is the difference. इसके लिए मैं ये strongly suggest करूंगी कि आप हमारी TEA की website पे जाएं, जो कि यहाँ mentioned है, उसमें FAQs, frequently asked questions का एक tab बना हुआ है. उस पे हमने बताया हुआ है कि what is ISRF form, what is service letter, what's the difference between the two, किसने issue करना है, किसने sign करना है. और दोनों की templates जब आप लॉग इन करेंगे एप्लीकेशन में, ऊपर दोनों की टेम्पलेट्स अवेलेबल हैं, आप वो टेम्पलेट्स यूज करें और कंसर्न अथॉरिटी से आप साइन करवा लें. सो दैट वुड बी वेरी इजी, कंफ्यूज होने के बजाय उसमें हम क्लियरली मेंशन है लेटर की टेम्पलेट पे क्या क्या हमें रिक्वायर्ड है और किससे साइन करवाना है. All right.
Yes. So I think they are confused between service letter and experience letter. So what I understand is experience letter is for previous place you have worked at, you need to get your experience letter, and for service letter, you need to get it from where you are
DEO,
presently
yes.
posted.
Yes, where you presently posted, and also service letter is for government teachers only. Experience letter could be from anyone. Past experience में अगर आपका private experience भी है तो आप service letter लगा सकते हैं उसमें, right? So it could be from anyone. But आपका जो ISRF है वो भी current employer से होगा. Service letter भी हमने basically we have limited it to government teachers. And government teachers में भी आपने DEO से या principal से लेना है, ठीक है? तो जो अगर आप service letter लगा रहे हैं तो साथ फिर experience letter की जरूरत नहीं, ठीक है? तो जहां पे गवर्नमेंट टीचर्स होंगे वो सर्विस लेटर लगाएंगे, जहां सेमी गवर्नमेंट या फाउंडेशन होंगे वो एक्सपीरियंस लेटर लगा देंगे, ठीक है? एंड वन मोर क्वेश्चन वी हैड व्हिच आई वांटेड टू आंसर, ISRF का था कि इट्स इन पार्ट्स. तो मैंने पहले ही बताया कि आप ऑनलाइन जाके उसको मर्ज करके एक फाइल बना के एक फाइल अपलोड करें. सायरा, व्हाट वाज योर क्वेश्चन? यही था आई थिंक, ISRF का ही क्वेश्चन था आपका कि यस युद्ध जी, वन डॉक्यूमेंट का स्पेस है, आपने उसको इकट्ठा करना है. अगर आपने पार्ट्स में अपलोड किया है तो आई डोंट नो हाउ इट विल बी अपलोडेड बिकॉज देयर वाज ओनली स्पेस फॉर वन अटैचमेंट. सो यस, आई थिंक यू माइट नीड टू डू इट अगेन बिकॉज एवरी पेज ऑफ ISRF has some information that you need to fill. अगर आपने एक पेज फिल किया है तो we would be missing out other information, right? So you would need to submit again. I hope that answers the question. Supervisor in ISRF would be head of school, headmaster, principal. And if you yourself are principal, then DEO होंगे आपके जो आपको fill करें. So thank you so much, Amanullah, for hosting this live and for connecting us with prospective. Please make sure that you just drop a message or call and it will be answered. अगर busy जा रहा है उस time कोई attend नहीं कर रहा, so try again some other time after a while and it will be answered. So thank you so much. Once again, I was Dua Mujib, Program Officer for TEA with Mr. Abdul Samad, that is RSM Officer for TEA program.
Thank you so much, Dua and Abdul Samad. It was wonderful having you at Teacher Development Webinars for this orientation session. I appreciate all the hard work you are doing for the Pakistani ELTs. And I hope, everyone who had their queries got answered. And so, yeah, thanks very much for joining us. Thank you.